Good morning, Cambrians. How are you all? This is Dalvinder from Cambridge International School. I welcome you all to e-portal of CIS Dasua. In our last lesson, we did second lesson of English Supplementary Reader Movements. It was The Adventures of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. Let's take a quick recap of what we have learned last day. Before I start with the recap of the chapter, let us take a quick look on the biography of the narrator. This chapter is written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond, born on 19th of May 1934, is an Indian author of British descent. He lives in Mussoorie. The Indian Council of Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded with many of the awards like Sahitya Academy Award in 1992, Padma Shri Award in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Let us now summarize the story. There are two main characters in the story: Toto, the little monkey, and the narrator's grandfather. This story shows that the narrator's grandfather was very fond of animals, and he had kept different kind of animals in his house. Grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver for 5 rupees. Toto's arrival in the house was kept a secret from grandmother because she didn't like animals a lot. Toto was a pretty monkey. He was very naughty and disturbing as well. In the very beginning, he tore a coat and scratched on the wallpaper also. Once he was to accompany grandfather to Saharanpur in a canvas bag. He poked his head out from the bag and came in the notice of ticket collector. And grandfather had to pay 3 rupees as a fine. Toto was given a comfortable home in the stable. Slowly and steadily, he was able to maintain a good relationship with grandmother also. He always troubled Nana, which was a family donkey in the stable. He always enjoyed a warm water bath in cold winter evening. and one day he jumped into the kettle which was kept on the flame. Grandmother came on time and rescued him. The family members found it difficult to adjust with him because he was very mischievous. One day he behaved wildly on the dining table and broke cutlery as well. And grandfather thought that it is very difficult to tame such kind of mischievous animal. So he returned Toto to Tonga driver for 3 rupees. I hope you are able to understand all the value points of the story. So my dear students, what message do you get from this chapter? The writer intends to convey the message that baby animals look cute and we are tempted to keep them as pets. However, we should not get carried away by their prettiness because each animal has its own characteristics. Some animals, like monkeys, are very mischievous. They can cause a lot of damage if one is not careful with them. So, one should not keep animals as pet unless one has adequate information and skill to train and handle them. However, animals thrive better in their natural habitat. Then in the last segment of yesterday's lesson, we gave you 5 questions to do. The first one was, what did Toto do in the author's room? Second, where was Toto transferred from the author's bedroom? Did he remain peaceful there? Describe how grandfather took Toto with him to Saharanpur. Question: why did Toto throw a plate at grandmother? The fifth one is, why was Toto sold back to the Tonga driver? Let us now start with today's lesson. As you all know that every language has 4 components in it: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And one must know the basic rules of the language to use it fluently and efficiently. Today we will not study literature. Today we will learn a topic of grammar. Before I start with the topic, let us talk about what grammar is. Grammar is the set of structural rules governing the composition of clauses, phrases, and words in a natural language. Or in a very simple way, you can understand that grammar is study of rules and syntaxes used in any of the language. Grammar has many topics in it. There are so many things to teach you. There may be part of speech, there may be types of sentences, there may be voices, speeches, determiners, and so many other things also. Which topic shall we take today? We will start with determiners. Let me know how much you know about determiners. Have you heard this word earlier? I hope so. Give me the answer first. What is a determiner? Okay, let's start with the definition of a determiner. A determiner is a modifier that is used to modify a noun. It indicates reference to something specific or something in general. Here one word is there, noun. It clearly tells that it modifies a noun. So you should know where to place a determiner. I asked you, where do we place a determiner? To answer this, I have this picture in front of you. According to this picture, a determiner is placed just before a noun. I hope this is clear. Keep it in your mind and make it a thumb rule that whenever you have to identify a determiner, you have to look what word is placed before noun. Now, as you know what is a determiner and where is it placed in a sentence, let's move on to our third part of it, that is types of determiners. There are four main types of determiners. Articles. There are three articles: a, an, and the. Demonstrative determiners. These are this, that, these, those. And the third is possessives. These are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. And the last one is quantifiers. Some of the quantifiers are all, enough, half, little, whole, less. Now let us discuss about each of these one by one. Let's move on to the first one. These are articles. we have two types of articles: indefinite articles and definite articles. Indefinite articles are a and an, and definite article is the. Now, where to use a and where to use an? Let us know about this. A is used before noun that gives a consonant sound, and an is used before noun that gives a vowel sound. Let's take an example first. Take a pencil. Here a is written in front of noun pencil because pencil starts with the letter P, which gives a consonant sound. That's why I have placed a before pencil. Now the second example is, do you have an umbrella? Here umbrella is a noun which starts with the letter U, which gives me a vowel sound. So I have placed an in front of that. On other hand, definite article is used when we are talking about a specific thing, like the sun rose at 7 o'clock. Here sun is noun because sun is specific. Sun is only one, so I have put the before that. Let us once again recap all these things. Indefinite articles are used when we are talking about one thing which are many in number. I have talked about a pencil. There are millions of pencils around. I have talked about an umbrella. There are many umbrellas in the world, and I am not being specified with any particular pencil or umbrella. I am not specifying anything, so it is in journal. That's why I have put indefinite article before that. On other hand, I have used the for sun because sun is only one and I have specified that. Here is an important note for you. While using indefinite article, always keep in your mind that you should not use a or an with a plural noun. Let's take an example. They talked about a good restaurants. Here noun is restaurants, which is a plural word. Here I cannot use a before it. Let us now talk about the correct version of it. It has to be written in this way. They talked about a good restaurant to visit. Now here I have first of all changed the number of the restaurants. I have made it singular. Now if I want to specify a particular restaurant, then I will say They talked about the good Italian restaurant on Main Street. Here I have specified the restaurant as Italian restaurant. So it's specified and I will use word the with it. Here is a table which will help you to understand where to use what type of article and where not to use. Let's now move to the second type of determiner, that is demonstrative determiner. These are this, that, these and those. Children, do you remember that these words were used in pronouns also? And in that category we called them demonstrative pronouns. And here I am telling you that these are demonstrative determiners. Confused? Let me clarify you about these two things, determiners and pronouns, with these examples. This is my camera. This camera is mine. Meaning of these two sentences is same. But which one is pronoun and which one is a determiner? Now rewind your lesson 5 to 7 minutes back, where I told you where to place a determiner. You got that? I told you that determiners are placed just before a noun. And in these two sentences, there is a common noun, that is camera. Am I right? So in first sentence, the word this is not placed before camera. So this cannot be called as a determiner. Therefore, this is an example of a pronoun. And in second sentence, this is placed in front of the noun camera, which suits to your condition. Therefore, the second example, this camera is mine. In this example, this word represents demonstrative determiner. I hope I have made myself clear in this. Moving on to third type of determiners, that is possessive determiners. These are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. Once again, go and find out where these words are used. Confused once again? But don't forget the rule that I have taught you, that determiners are always used before a noun. Here are two of the examples for you. This is your house. And the second is, Is that car yours? Now I am talking about your in both of these two sentences, and let me know where it is acting as a determiner and where is it not. Think about it. In first sentence, your is placed before a noun, so this is an example of possessive determiner. I hope I have made your confusions clear now. And the fourth one is quantifiers. Quantifiers are commonly used before either countable or uncountable nouns. These are some, any, few, little, more, much, many, each, every, both, all, enough, half, little, whole, less, etc. I have two examples for you once again. He knows more people than him. And the second one is, little knowledge is a dangerous thing. In the first sentence, more comes before people. People is a noun. So, more is a quantifier. And here we are comparing our known people with that of him. And the second one is, little knowledge is a dangerous thing. So little is placed before knowledge and knowledge is a noun. So little is a quantifier determiner. Let's conclude today's lesson. We came to know about determiners. What are determiners and what are their types? We have articles, we have demonstrative determiners, we have possessive determiners, and we have quantifiers. And here are some examples. I am eating a mango. Here a is an article. Demonstrative determiner, this car is yours. Here this is a determiner. I found your pen in the playground. Here your is a possessive determiner. I have many friends who love me. Many in this sentence is a quantifier. You are able to understand what these determiners are. And in the last segment of today's lesson, work to do, I have provided you with a worksheet. In that worksheet, I have given you some more tips related to determiners. some more examples are given in that. And after all the rules and examples, I have given you some of the questions to solve. You can either take printout of it, or you can note down all those things in your notebook. I hope I have made your many of the confusions clear here. If you are not able to understand any of these, you can talk to me personally. With this, we come to an end of today's lesson. Have a great day. Thank you.